Do you believe in animal rights? Like, is it a thing even? Do they exist?
No.
They don't exist and they shouldn't exist, or they should?
They should.
They have their right to live, because even we humans, we are living our life.
Okay.
So them also, they are creators. They have to live their lives, We should not see them on the road. We start killing them like that, It's bad. Some animals are bad. When we get some place where we can keep them, it's better. But we should not kill all the animals, because without animals, I don't think so this world can be a better place,
So I think that animals should have much more rights, the same rights as human has, because they're also beings, just like we, and they also have emotions and stuff. So
Can you name some rights that animals have?
Just like for me, it's not being killed, for example. For example, I'm vegetarian. And then if you do eat meat, just make sure that it's not from like crowded places of animals. So like that they do have their space and all that.
Okay, but if it's a right to be killed, why you say if you eat meat? It's not an absolute then.
It has something to do with, for example, like hundreds of years ago, we went hunting. Also, I'm an athlete, so protein. I know that there are other things for it, but that's the fastest way you can get to your protein level, for example.
So it's not the same nature of right as the human equivalent of not killing, right? It's a softer, right?
Yeah.
Is it a problem if we eat animals or not?
Some animals is a problem when we eat them, like snakes, dogs, cats. That one is a problem. But chicken, we can eat chicken, we can eat goat, we can eat sheep,
What is the difference?
The difference are dogs. We cannot kill dogs to eat dogs, because they are especially for them to be with human beings together, working together, doing their things together, And cats, we have to adopt them. We should not kill them and eat them. The animals that are for eating, it's like goats and sheep and cows, But the other animal, the small ones, we should not eat them,
Free living meat. More free living meat.
Like free range?
Yes.
Or what about hunting?
It's difficult. In Africa, it's an important thing to hunting animals, but I think in Europe, it's not a good thing.
In Germany, we are not allowed, like the law in general is that we're not allowed to hurt animals for unnecessary reason.
Okay.
Unfortunately, food is a reason enough to kill animals, but actually, like that's by law rights that have animals in Germany. In general, I think animals should not get hurt by any greater good. Like if we have the choice not hurt animals, why should we?
What is the difference between the pig and the dog? Like the pig we can eat, the dog we cannot eat.
I mean, for me, there's no difference. But just because I don't eat meat like at all.
But would you be more upset with the person who kills a dog than the person who kills a pig?
I guess.
I think the difference is that for us, a dog, for example, is a pet, right? Like we grew up with it. We have a different relationship to a dog than we have to a pig.
Like if I have a pet pig that I really love and then I decide to kill it,
Then
Should
you're the first,
should
you're
I
a
be
bad
fine?
human then, yeah?
okay.
Yeah,
Should I
yeah,
be fine?
you should be fine.
I
yeah,
loved for so
you
many
definitely should be fine.
Of course, I will kill an ant if I walk over them. It's an accident you can't really like control. For example, if you kill a deer by car, it's an accident. It's not like you kill it by choice.
If I pick an ant from the street now and take it home, put it in a white piece of paper with light, and I feel myself dismembering the ant, removing the legs one by one, and the police sees this, is that actually a crime? It may be.
It actually is.
Okay.
I know that from like YouTube videos where they have like cruelty against like hamsters and stuff. They were taken down. They have sometimes like little hamster races, for example, or like chicken fights. That is all forbidden in Germany. And if you take that and you do that in Germany and put it on YouTube or something, yeah, that's a crime and you will get some force against that. I'm not sure how big that is, if you just have to pay a little bit of money or something, but it is a crime. And you have to take the videos down in Germany.
So we humans, we are like the most powerful
animals, so we should take care of those.
Okay.
Yeah, we should take care of those little animals,
Okay.
Yeah.
But other animals, they can kill each other.
Yeah, other animals can kill, but we have to prevent them, We have to give them distance. Like snakes, we take them in the forest or in the bushes. It's better. We humans, we live in the city. I think it's better like that.
Would you support a law that says that if you want to eat an animal, you have to kill it with your own hands?
Hard question.
I mean, I feel like low-key I do, but just because I wouldn't eat meat, so I really don't care, to be
I want to
honest.
see people suffering morally. You were thinking hard about it.
Just become vegetarian.
I would not support it because for me, I care about what meat I eat, but for me, there's a difference between eating an animal and eating a human being.
No, but what about killing an animal with your own hands before eating?
I guess that would be a good law because then you would like see what like killing an animal actually means because people like don't really relate to it because they only eat the meat. They go to the grocery store and they buy the meat, but they don't know the whole process of getting to that piece of meat. So that would probably be a good idea. I personally couldn't do it, which is why I probably shouldn't be eating meat. But yeah.
So you would agree with the law?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so
But then wouldn't it make us be comfortable with killing living things?
If there would be this law that you have to kill an animal before you eat it, then I think less people would eat animals, of course.
I don't really believe that people actually like thinking, oh, I just really want to hurt that animal. Sometimes it's not really that bad to eat meat, and it comes from like a really long tail of humans eating meat, and it's part of the culture and everything. And then just to say you should not because it's cruel, it's more like, where's the meat coming from? How often do you have to eat meat? If you have a low income and that's the only source of protein you can get, I'm not going to say, no, you have to go vegan.
What about, for example, if a dog bites a person? Sometimes they put the dog down.
Actually, I refer to a special case. It's called the Chico. It was a pit bull. And yeah, he killed a baby and he was put to death.
Do you agree with that or do you disagree?
I do agree with that, yeah.
Okay, even if it's not really the pit bull's fault?
I don't know if the pit bull's fault. Maybe the pit bull thought, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. You don't know, but you gotta make a judgment on the facts. And the fact is, he killed a human being. So if a human would kill that baby in other countries than Germany, he would surely receive the death penalty, example in Texas. So that animal get the death penalty, so...
But do you think animals have responsibilities?
I don't know. I'm not an animal. I can refer to that.
I am an animal.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I think you can train animals to have responsibilities like a trained dog for a shepherd. His responsibility is to protect the herd.
I would say that I know a lot of people, including myself, as children, you can torture insects for fun. And it's something we have to be educated to stop, right?
I think it's more like the curiosity of the child. Like, for example, when you have worms and you like split them in half and they still move at the same time, and you think it's more like curiosity of the child than actually thinking, oh, that is an animal and I want to torture it. I will believe, and I actually think that's really true, like that most people are willing to not harm anyone. Of course, we have some people in society who will probably do something bad, but I think there's other things behind that. Like probably that's the only way they can deal with something else. I don't think like a lot of people come from the idea, have a happy childhood and then think, oh, I does that.
But a lot of people have a bad day and unfortunately they come home and kick their pet, you know? And I don't like it, but it's a reality. I wish it was the way you say. I wish we by
because
default
they
were
want
nice.
to hurt the animal, or is that because they are like coming home being already angry at something and they could also punch the wall instead of the animal?
Does it matter what you say? Because if I'm angry and I have psychological issues and I kill a human, you say, okay, maybe you have some psychological issues, but we should still lock you up, right?
Yeah. And you should if you do that with animals too.
Okay.
But like if you hit your animal in Germany, that's also a crime. And you can take, as it's like similar to when you hit your child, you get the child taken away. When you hit your animal, you get the animal taken away. That's the law in Germany. Of course, someone has to like find it and have to call a lawyer because the animal can't do it.
If we don't know the culture, if I come to India and I never know they don't eat cow and I eat a steak.
No,
what
if
is
you go
gonna
to
hit?
anybody's land, you do what they do. If you go to Rome, do as Romans do. If you come to Germany, do as what they do. For example, I'm seeing everybody walking on this place. It's only cars and bicycle going that side. So I should not walk that side, I have to walk here. You go to India, you see them, they don't eat cow, don't eat cow there. Maybe when you eat it, they will be upset, problem can come.
I think some people think that what you say, if you go to another culture, you should adapt, maybe you should assimilate,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Some people say, no, you should maintain your culture even in a different culture?
No, that cannot be. If you want to maintain your culture, then you have to stay in your own land, you know. If you go to people's land, you have to follow their culture, you know, because they have their own culture there. You cannot leave your land, you go to people's land. You say that, you will not follow their culture, you know. Yeah.
Man, thank you so much.
You're welcome, brother.
Do you have an organization or what are you up for?
I try to understand the world, basically. You know, I spend too much time on the internet and it's not very healthy. I prefer to meet people in real life and see what they think, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah, sure, that's very cool.